absolute superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks take on budding superstar Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And early on, Zion finds Jonas Valanciunas for three. He's not afraid to shoot it. Why do we say that? Because Zion finds Jonas Valanciunas and he's not afraid to shoot it. He knocked it down again. He had the Pelicans' first 15 points in the game, but then Giannis happened as he starts to impose as well, just bulldozing folks, getting the layup plus the foul, he'd make the free throw, then the Euro step for the pogo stick jam. How about Giannis? And if he's knocking this shot down, just forget about it. Pulling up and hitting the three. Later, Drew Holiday takes it away from Zion, and then on the other end, Marjan Beauchamp finds Giannis for the alley-oop as he goes up and mashes that. He had 26 points in the first half. Later in the second, Zion Williamson finds, yep, you guessed it, Jonas Valanciunas knocking down a three, and then Valanciunas' turnaround jumper. He had 28 points in the first half, including 6 of 8 on threes. He out-dribble. Spin loses Giannis and drives inside before finding, yeah, there he is again, Valanciunas with the stuff. 37 points on the game for Valanciunas, 18 rebounds, but Milwaukee still up by 5. Brook Lopez outside, another big man who can knock the shot down. Then Lopez again from outside, not quite a three, a long two. Milwaukee up by 15. Then it's Giannis again, driving in for the layup plus the foul. He would make the free throw. Drew Holiday finds a cutting Giannis, and there he goes, exploding to the rim again. 42 points, 10 rebounds, Milwaukee by 15. The Pelicans start a comeback. C.J. McCollum finds Zion for the spinning layup high off glass. Then Zion hits the shot off the glass plus the foul. He'd missed the free throw. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists in the game. C.J. McCollum now hitting the fadeaway jumper, 31 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds for McCollum. It's a 3-point game. Drew Holiday on the other end uses the Brook Lopez screen, knocks down through with just over a minute to go. Then it's Holiday finding and cutting Lopez for the layup. Lopez, 30 points, 7 rebounds, and against the Warriors without Steph. Tonight playing the Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid. In the second quarter, the Sixers bench getting it done. James Harden with pick and roll through the legs of Scotty Barnes to Montrezl Harrell, and Montrezl Harrell dunks that one home. At the half, Philadelphia led this thing 57-46. Third quarter now, two-man game. It's Harden and Embiid, and it works out well because Embiid starts storming to the basket and throwing that one down. There's another look at that as well. Philadelphia up 62-49. Later, Pascal Siakam, red hot in the third, short jumper plus the foul, nothing but net from three. Then another one from outside. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in the third quarter. The Raptors into the third on an 11-0 run. Fourth quarter, Siakam, jumper over P.J. Tucker, Toronto up by 6. Then Tobias Harris with an answer for the 76ers. Corner 3, money. D'Anthony Melton gets into the act, same corner, 3, also money. James Harden takes it all the way for the layup, and Philly's up by 3. So Siakam now responding with less than 10 seconds to go. A little finger roll high off glass. That one goes in. We're tied at 99. 5.1 seconds left. Joel Embiid gets the inbound, steps back, and takes a tough shot off the rim and no good. That means we're in the corner, and that's a hot corner because he knocks down the shot. Philly up 104-101. Time winding down. Raptors down by 3. Siakam gets a look. It's a tough look, but it's a decent look, and it's just off. Philadelphia hangs on to win in a close one. Damian Lillard needs just 21 points to become the all-time leading scorer in Portland Trail Blazers history, and there are 3 of them. Then Justice Winslow sets him up for 3 more. Portland up by 9 at this point in the second quarter. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander drives, uses the spin, finishes with the lay-in, and Oklahoma City up by 8. More second quarter action. Anthony Simons kicks it out to Damian Lillard for 3. At the break, OKC led it by 3, 61-58. Third pull-up 3. This ties Clyde Drexler for most points in Portland Trail Blazers history. And it's Jeremy Grant driving and throwing down the jam. Portland up by 6 at this point. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander spins baseline, gets the dunk, plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Damian Lillard now at the line, and this is when he becomes outright Portland's all-time leading scorer, 18,041 points all-time, but OKC was up by 1. Jeremy Grant, corner 3 goes down. He had 26 points, 8 rebounds. Portland by 4. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, turnaround fadeaway in the paint now. OKC retakes the lead. Portland retakes the lead through Anthony Simons. He hits the tough fadeaway. That puts him up by 5, in fact. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander carrying the Thunder down the stretch, less than 3 to go, and makes the jumper. A lot of contact on that one in the paint. Then SGA, similar step back, goes down, and OKC takes the lead. Responding for Portland, Anthony Simons. He had 19 points in the game. It's the tough shot there with less than 90 seconds to go. Damian Lillard then, with his squad down by 1, drives and gets the layup in traffic with just over 30 seconds to go. Now 4 seconds left in the game. Lillard gets the reverse off the inbound. That ties it up at 121 apiece. He had 28 points and 6 assists in the game. 3.2 seconds left, and Oklahoma City goes to SGA, and he gets it done. A jumper to beat the buzzer. 35 points, 6 of the Utah Jazz for the first time as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and in the first quarter, he gets going. Mitchell for 3, that's money. Then Mitchell pulling up for 3 more. Cash as well, getting it up and over the long arms of Walker Kessler. Later in the first, former Cav Lauri Markkanen hits the fadeaway. He had 24 points in his return to Cleveland, but the Cavs up by 6. Darius Garland taking it coast to coast, and he knocks down a little free throw line jumper. The lead up to 8. Talen Horton-Tucker for the Jazz drives to the rim. Watch here, he sort of falls down, and I mean nearly to the ground, and just tosses it up over his head into the basket. Incredible shot from Talen Horton-Tucker, but the Cavs nonplussed. They're playing traditional basketball. Little pick and roll for the jam. Then Jared Allen with a man's jam here just storms the bucket and throws it down. Darius Garland now pulling up for the three-pointer. At the half, the Cavs were up in this thing. This is put on the gas in half number 2. Here he is knocking down the 3 comfortably, just stepping right into it. Then Mitchell drives to the rim for the layup here as he picks up the ball and cuts between 2 defenders to get that one in, plus the foul. Then Mitchell splitting the defense again for the Euro step layup. He had 23 points on the game, and Cleveland up by 20 at this point. Garland now finds Allen for the two-handed stuff, and then it's Allen again on the fast break here off the dish from Isaac Okoro, and he gets another throw down. Then Darius Garland, who had 17, hits a step-back jumper, and Cleveland just drilling Utah in this game. They're going to win by 23. Final score 122. Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, and in the first quarter, it's Luka hitting that patented fadeaway three-pointer, and it works wonderfully. Later, Christian Wood on the business end of a jam here for the Mavericks. This puts them up by 2 points early on. Watch it one more time. Nice little dime, and then Wood goes up and stuffs that thing home. Luka, then, late first quarter, less than a minute to go, puts his team up by 9 with another step back 3. It's 30-21 at that point. Moving to the second quarter, Anthony Edwards comes up with a steal. Last night he went with the windmill jam. This time he's got too many defenders down there, so he's weaving his way into traffic, and he gets the bucket there. Then it's Edwards pulling up from 3, and that's way outside for 3, but he connects. D'Angelo Russell passes to Jaden McDaniels, who throws down the big one-handed jam. Then Naz Reid gets the bucket over Christian Wood with a little and one action to make the free throw as well. Then it's Edwards pulling up from 3. Look at Minnesota just going to work on Dallas. They're up 81-67 after this. Still third quarter, Luka says something to an official and gets ejected from the game. And getting ejected, fired up Jason Kidd, he gets angry. He is also ejected from the game. And for Minnesota, what does that mean? Well, they made 4 technical free throws in a row. Edwards, with a sweep behind the back dribble, fights his way to the basket, gets the score with the little and one bucket, made the free throw as well. And Minnesota really cruises home in this one. They win it by 10 for the Atlanta Hawks tonight as they take on the Orlando Magic. And in the first is Mo Wagner. Dump the ball off to Bowl for the big jam there. Orlando up by 2 early on. Murray now gets the steal. DeAndre Hunter picks it up and gets it up to Murray. He finishes with the nifty little layup with the left hand. And Trae Young gets a nice little bounce pass over to John Collins, and Collins also finishing with the left hand. Trae Young, the behind the back pass to DeAndre Hunter. He knocks down the 3. Then it's Young with the lob to Onyeka Okongwu for the stuff, and Atlanta up by 5. Later in the second quarter, Markelle Fultz knocks down the corner 3 on the assist from Paolo Banchero, and boy, if he ever gets that shot going again, look out for Markelle Fultz. Trae Young knocks down the step back 3. Atlanta up 59-53. They let it by 3 at the half in the third quarter. A tremendous one-handed jam here in traffic. He got fouled on the play, made the free throw. He had 16 points and 10 rebounds in the game. Later in the third quarter, A.J. Griffin pump fakes and hits the nice up and under layup. And Atlanta up 7. Trae Young, still third quarter, drives into the paint, gets the layup to go, plus the foul. Free throw goes down. Atlanta by 7. Fourth quarter, A.J. Griffin, again really contributing, knocking down the 3. Atlanta by 10. Then it's Trae Young with less than 4 minutes to go, knocking down the three-pointer from way outside, and the lead grows to 12. Responding for Orlando, Markelle Fultz drives and gets the go-ahead reverse to go with 3.8 seconds left, so Orlando up by 1. On the other end, DeJounte Murray misses a potential game winner, but he's fouled by the number 1 pick in the draft, Paolo Banchero. He goes to the line, knocks down both free throws. That gives Atlanta a lead with just over a second left. Banchero gets a look, but this one just offline, and Atlanta hangs on to win in a thriller. Finals the Houston Rockets taking on Devin Vassell and the San Antonio Spurs, and it's the Spurs of San Antonio getting us started. Trey Jones finds Vassell in the corner. Look at all the time and space he has to knock down the 3. Then in transition, Keita Bates-Diop over to Malachi Branham for the reverse layup. Spurs up by 11. Still first quarter, Jalen Green gets a steal, so you know what's coming. Just a terrific jam from Green, but the Spurs still up by 3. Here's an interesting moment from Jeremy Sohan. How about this? 2:09 left in the first. He shoots free throws with one hand at the line. Looks like a training drill. Misses the first, makes the second. Spurs up by 6. Daishen Nix to Alperen Sengun for the layup. Nice little dish there. Then Nix to Kenyon Martin Jr., who prefers to not lay this in, but go up and stuff it. Nice jam from Kenyon Martin Jr. His dad would be proud of that one. Later, it's Nix again involved in the highlight. Getting the steal from Trey Jones, and then Nix again involved in the highlight. Behind the back to Bruno Fernando for the jam. Watch Bruno go in and stuff this one home. Nice stuffing from Fernando. Off and inbounds. Nix again involved. Finds Jabari Smith, and Jabari crunches that one, and Trey Jones drives in for the layup. Nice little move. Then Doug McDermott knocks down a three-pointer, and you can't leave him open at all. Shot clock winding down the cell. Step back 3. He had 26 in the game. Look at San Antonio. They're up by 16 at this point. Off the pick and roll, it's Vassell to Jakob Poeltl for the reverse layup. Then Trey Jones gets the steal from Kevin Porter. Jones is blocked by Porter Jr., but there's Sohan there for the big putback jam. All and the Charlotte Hornets paying a visit out to Sacramento to take on Domantas Sabonis and the Kings. And in the first quarter, It's De'Aaron Fox getting the loose ball, and he goes in for the drive and layup after a block shot. Nice little hustle there. Sacramento up 16-11. Then Harrison Barnes finds Domantas Sabonis inside for the dunk and one. He missed the free throw. Sacramento by 7. LaMelo Ball on the other end just pulls up on a 3, and that's cash, tying the game at 18. Later in the first, Malik Monk, former Charlotte Hornet, knocks down a 3 on his old squad. His old squad's up by 1 at that point, 28-27. Nick Richards now gets the jam here. Nice stuff inside off the dish as he just goes straight up and throws that one home. Charlotte by 4. De'Aaron Fox now driving in for another layup. Then it's Sabonis inside for the turnaround jumper, and Sacramento's tied this thing up at 46 apiece. Still second quarter. Kelly Oubre going around the screen and just charging in for the layup. Then Oubre again. Another tough and one between his legs. Fading away, hitting to the third quarter. LaMelo Ball working on the glass off a miss. Ball goes up and stuffs it home. He had 23 points and 12 assists on the game. And Davion Mitchell gives it to Sabonis, and this is a 3 and the lead. How about these numbers for Sabonis? 28 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, Sacramento by 1. LaMelo knocks down a 3 here in Charlotte, opening up a bit of a lead. Then Kelly Oubre on the offensive glass off a Mason Plumlee miss. Oubre, 31 points, 10 rebounds, Charlotte by 9. Answering back for the Kings, De'Aaron Fox cuts the lead down to 2 with that shot. 37 points for Fox, 118-116. Then the veteran, Gordon Hayward, drives and hits the fall-away jumper. He had 19 points. Dealing with that foot issue. Taking on the Phoenix Suns team, playing out without Devin Booker. He's got a groin problem, but DeAndre Ayton's ready to go. And in the first, he's got a hook shot that's working well for the Suns. This ties the game at 10. Later in the first, Chris Paul gets a steal. Torrey Craig sends it over to Mikal Bridges for the corner 3. Phoenix up 15-13 at this point. Then it's Chris Paul doing it on his own, pulling up for the mid-range jumper. This goes down for Paul. Then CP3 makes a pull-up 3, and Phoenix up by 15 points. How about Bismack Biyombo blocking Thomas Bryant? Wenyen Gabriel goes up for the putback layup, but he gets denied by Biyombo. Biyombo everywhere defensively. And at this point, Phoenix up 46-27, looking good. Landry Shamet misses a 3. Josh Okogie gets the rebound and makes the 360 layup. How about that? You got to see that one more time. Phoenix up at this point 48-27. CP3 now sending it to Bridges for the turnaround fadeaway jumper in the lane. He had 20 points on the game. Phoenix up 68-44 at this point. There for the cleanup work. Phoenix just dominating this game. Landry Shamet finds Ayton again, and Ayton, how about 3 from the top of the key? 21 points and 11 boards for Ayton. Phoenix up 19. Fourth quarter, more from Chris Paul. Gets the defenders to sort of fall for his move, and he fades away and hits the jumper. Then Paul makes a 3. He had 28 points and 8 assists in the game, and Phoenix goes on to win this one, 130